Hello, it's Mike Rhyner of Your Dark Companion here, wanting to thank you all for joining us on patreon.com throughout the year, or that portion of the year that we've been doing this. Also, don't forget to check out the Sunset Lounge. There you can find podcasts such as The Clubhouse. The Clubhouse is your one-stop shop for all things sports, pop culture, entertainment, pro wrestling. Who knows what else these guys might get into. I love these guys. They're great. Since 2010, they brought their knowledge and passion for these subjects and so much more to the internet in a way that is entertaining and engaging. Their show is family friendly, so it's okay to sit down with grandma and be a part of all their shenanigans. They are the Clubhouse. They're at the Sunset Lounge.
Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We got a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Greggo? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
The Texas Rangers win the World Series.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip?
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket, colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off session.
This is a cool night or what?
Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
And a very pleasant good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to you, wherever you are. However you may be receiving this podcast transmission, whenever you may be receiving this podcast transmission, we're glad to have you along. This is Your Dark Companion. It is the 21st of January. Today, 22nd of January. I'm sorry, my bad. I never know what day it is. But that's the cool thing about being me these days. I don't have to know what day it is.
What year is it?
That's an ongoing question. Well, anyway, we're glad you all are here. And we hope to edify you in that way that we do for the next hour. We have the entire crew on hand here today. Shoopy, Ashley, Mickey, Becca, and myself. And we are joined here in the mothership today inside the nurturing biosphere by one of our old ticket colleagues who's becoming a staple of Your Dark Companion. That is Greg the Hammer Williams.
Hello.
There he is. Look at him.
Let me get over my nervousness.
Your nervousness?
I get nervous on podcasts.
Oh, you do?
I don't get nervous. I never got nervous on the radio, but I'm nervous as hell right now.
Why?
I don't know, but I am.
Well, we're going live. We probably got, 25 or so people watching this thing right now.
Yeah. I'll fight through it, though. I'll fight through it.
I know you will. You always do.
Because this is not about me today. This is about this guy over here to my left.
Yes. We've got another very controversial figure with us here today.
Controversial.
Oh, he is controversial.
All right.
Say hello, if you will, in that way that you can out there in Podcastville to that man known as Psycho Dave.
Hello, Hardline Proper.
Hello, Dave Martin, Psycho Dave.
How are we doing
I do
today?
know your surname.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. Thank you.
Yeah.
I never knew your surname. What
You
is it?
didn't?
What is it?
Martin.
Martin?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yes.
knew
You
that.
never knew that?
No,
Wow.
never did.
All right.
Why would I?
I don't know because, I guess you wouldn't because everybody called me Psycho by the end of my
Exactly.
time at the ticket. Dave dropped off.
Yeah, you were just plain old Psycho.
Yeah, or Fizco as Mark Follow started.
Or what?
Fizco.
Oh, yeah.
Phonetic
Well, I'm
Mark.
glad you're with us today. I'm
Yeah.
looking
I am happy
forward
to be here.
checking you out and
Well, thanks.
looking at your scene. That's a neat haircut you've got.
Well, thanks.
Was that done with the assistance of some sort of mixing bowl or some such?
I don't think so. It's just the way the hair fell today.
And I see you got a rather devilish goatee going.
I do. I started this back in June, and that's about as good as it gets these days. I've always been follically challenged.
You kind of look like,
Yeah.
you kind of look like Fred Ziffel.
All right.
Remember Fred Ziffel, Rhynes?
No.
From
I don't know
Green
who that
Acres?
Oh, okay.
You know, the guy that had the pig, Arnold the pig, and the big fat wife?
Yeah, I remember Arnold the Pig, but I don't remember one thing about him.
I do kind of see it.
Yeah. Had the big fat wife.
You can
and
see
the
it,
pig.
Shoopy.
I'm going to have to look this up.
Yeah.
Anyway, you look like Fred Ziffel as I stop the show
right.
down.
It's a good start.
Good job.
So you've had the goatee working how long now?
Since about June.
Since about June?
Yeah.
And do you consider yourself rather committed to it?
No, I do not. I'm thinking about getting rid of it.
Are you?
Yeah. I go through days where I want to keep it because it took so long to grow it, but then I want to get rid of it some days.
I've got a pocket knife.
Okay, thanks.
We can cut it off.
You can take it right off.
I got all manner of scissors around here. If you're turned off by the idea of a pocket knife.
Not sure which one.
Well, you're fine as is.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I like that look.
And I do like
and I
that-
like your little old Mark Zuckerberg haircut you got working for you.
All right.
Yeah, I
You
like
know,
the
that's that
Polish
Mark
haircut,
Zuckerberg
too.
haircut.
If I let it grow out, it shows all the gray, so I try to keep it cut.
It's not such a bad thing.
No, there's nothing wrong with gray. I'm not going to do anything about it once it turns all gray.
You're not going to go with a dye job or anything
No,
like that?
not at
I gotta
all.
go jet
Good.
black.
Doesn't matter if it turns gray, just as long as it doesn't turn loose.
Well, that's true, too.
That's right.
That's
And
true.
we got Capitalist Shoopy in here today.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shoopy.
He's rolling the capitalist look more and more these days.
I know.
And I got to tell you, that's a little hard for me to adjust to. Is this just because you are with woman and with woman wants to see you capitalist more often?
She thinks I look cute with longer hair, so with the
Okay.
baby grown out and all that,
All
I
right.
might as well rock it while I got it.
By all means, rock it while you got it.
Yeah. Got to do things for your fiance, you know, like
Because it is fleeting.
that old battle axe.
Whoa. Okay.
Norm Macdonald reference. I love you, Darcy.
So when is this wedding?
Hopefully in the next year or two. We're still working out the details because it's only been about a week since we got engaged. But that is like the first question everybody asks when you get engaged, apparently. It's like, when's the
Yeah.
wedding? Like, I don't know. Like, you can't really do a ton of planning for the wedding if they don't know when the proposal's going to happen.
So you don't have all that. You don't have all that. As
We
a
have an
guy's
idea
never
of
been
where it's
married.
gonna
You don't
be
have all
and-
that set up.
Yeah,
Like
we
the,
will.
like the wedding plan before you. I guess
I
you
guess.
wouldn't. That's
Like-
kind of stupid. Me thinking that.
No, it's not. Like, I've never been engaged before, so there's a lot of stuff I'm learning.
Are you going to let her do all the planning?
It feels like probably the better idea. Have you met me?
It is definitely the better idea.
Yeah. She actually has her
There-
life together. So.
There are two words you need to learn here as this process plays out. Those words are, yes, dear.
I thought so. Yes, turtle dove.
Of course. Anything for you, pet.
Pet?
Pet.
You call Renee pet?
No,
Back
I
in
never
the day?
called her that.
Okay, that feels like what would have been a bad idea.
It would have been
Oh,
a bad
definitely
idea.
feels like a
It's
60s
definitely
thing.
a 60s thing. Well,
Anyway,
here we are. We are ready to roll, and we are aerodynamic, and we are all that shit. So let's get into some items. Shoopy, do you have
okay.
some prepped for us?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about baseball or football first?
You pick.
All right, let's talk baseball. Hall of Fame vote happened last night, or the official election happened last night, and all the votes have been counted, and no one has protested or caused any sort of riots. So it looks like Ichiro, CC Sabathia, and Billy Wagner are going into the Hall of Fame. How do we
All right.
feel?
Well, Ichiro is a no-brainer, unless somebody wants to say that because he is Japanese, he should not be allowed induction into the Hall of Fame, which would be a pretty ridiculous stance to take.
That'd be a pretty old way of thinking.
It would be. And when Ichiro was in the major leagues, I don't think he ever did anything that would irritate somebody. He probably wasn't the most media accessible guy in the world, but you can't question his impact on the game of baseball while he was in there. So, yes, Ichiro in.
Nice.
Now, who else do we have?
CC Sabathia and Billy Wagner.
Well, you got anything to say about Ichiro, Greggo?
I just remember that night you and I went to Peoria and saw him in his rookie year, and we predict. Remember that? And they were knocking the bat out of his hand at bat, and you and I proclaimed, this guy can't play in the major leagues. Remember that night?
Yeah, I do. I do. And we were
emphatic about it. This guy can't play.
Yes, we were mistaken and misled about that because not only could he play in the major leagues, he dominated in the major leagues.
I think he's one of the top 5 best all-time baseball players of all time. All time. I mean, that could do everything. Because no question he's a 5-tool player. No question. And don't tell me he can't hit with power. Because if he wanted to, he could.
Yeah.
So
his game was something else. But if he would have wanted to be a big all or nothing guy, sure, he could have done
40,
that
45
easily.
home runs every year.
Yeah, he could have done that.
So I think he's one of the top 5 all-around baseball players of all time. So
yet at a time when everybody was going down that road, at a time when the home run was starting to matter more than it ever had before, and a time when power was taking over the game, here was Ichiro playing the ultimate slash and dash game of baseball in a way that we had never seen before.
And he was fast, and he's one of the greatest base runners of all time.
And could throw.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, and when you saw the guy, he's like 5'10", maybe 5'11", 175, maybe 80 pounds, and could throw like Dave Parker.
Yeah.
I believe official listing was 5'9", 165.
I was being
He was a
generous.
small man,
Yeah. And he could throw like Dave Parker and Dave Winfield.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
it's
that throw
unbelievable.
that got Terrence Long in Oakland back in the day, like laser beam.
I've never seen a better all-around baseball player. And I like to say he had a 6th tool, baseball instincts. His baseball instincts were off the chart. I mean, he knew when to take an extra base. He knew, how to throw a guy out. He knew how to keep a guy close. He just knew how to play the game.
I wonder how much that speaks to him learning the game in Japan as opposed to over here. Where over here, you have football, you have basketball, you've got this, you've got that. You've got all kinds of distractions. And over there, I would think that if you play baseball, you play baseball.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Remember Bobby Valentine talking about how they do calisthenics together and all that? And, and I mean, they do actual conditioning. They do actual, running like you did when you're in high school.
Yeah.
And it's a very disciplined league, but nobody's ever done it before. And they've had that Japanese league for a long time, and nobody's ever come over here and dominated like that before.
Yeah, Ichiro said that his dad especially coached him so hard that it bordered on child abuse. Like, that's how focused, how into it, and all that he was with baseball, that it was just, that's all he did.
That's a strange culture over there, that Japanese baseball, because it's very select. It's not like football is here, but they're emphatic about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, they are just absolutely fanatical.
Well, he may have been a hard ass, but Papa Ichiro knew what he was doing.
I mean, it worked.
Oh,
It
he's
did work.
Just such a good baseball player. I mean, he just terrific.
And he was a guy that if you were going to a game where Ichiro was in it, you had to watch him.
Yeah.
You just had to. You couldn't take your eye off of him, He was one of those magnets. And now he's in the Hall of Fame.
Can't tell you how many times we were sitting up there in the press box, wanting the Rangers to win, go to the playoffs, and he'd do something. You and I'd look at each other and go, great.
Yeah.
Great. Ichiro, great. He comes up and, the Rangers are down by 2. Yeah, he's going to hit a home run. He's going to hit a 3-run home run, and we're going to look at each other and go, great.
And, he took Seattle when he joined them. He took them to the next level. And, the Mariners up until that time, they'd been okay. They'd had a few pretty decent years or anything, but you have to wonder just what he means to that franchise and just what kind of impact he had on that franchise. It's got to be huge, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then you look who that franchise has had. They've had Kenneth.
Yeah.
And they had A-Rod. And they had Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
But yet, who's the best player out of all of them?
It's got to be Ichiro.
All around it's got to be.
Now,
Real
who else
quick.
do we have in the Hall of Fame, Shoopy?
Billy Wagner and CC Sabathia, but real quick, I did want to say, I know Ichiro.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. He wasn't huge with the media, but he did have a lot of really funny quotes when he was comfortable with people. And if y'all remember, back when he was first playing, the Chicks Dig the Long Ball commercial that Nike did with Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and all that. Someone asked Ichiro about that because, he was basically known as a slap singles hitter. And he says, chicks who dig home runs aren't the ones who appeal to me. I think their sexiness in infield hits because they require technique. I'd rather impress the chicks with my technique than with my brute strength. Then, every now and then, just to show that I can do that too, I might flirt a little by hitting one out.
That's what a great. I've never read that. That's a great
He's
quote.
greatness.
Yeah.
Like, he had a really good sense of humor. I read earlier today that before his first game in the major leagues, the umpire Kerwin Danley kind of said something to Ichiro as he was running out center field or to right field, I guess. Kerwin just said something like, "Hey, good luck," or something like that. And Ichiro says, "Thank you, home slice." So just like he had a better grasp of English than he was given credit for. He just, most players that don't speak English as their first language are a little bit more cautious, use a translator and all that, but they know English well enough to be able to have fun in the clubhouse.
Well, had that guy been born in Los Angeles or San Francisco, he might be the hit king today.
He might be.
Yeah, but if he was really that great, why did it take him until he was 27 to get called up to the majors?
Because when you sign a contract over there, you just can't get out of those contracts. I mean, they hold you for a long time.
I was being
right.
a jerk and trying to troll people on Twitter with that, and it kind of worked.
All right, now who else we got? CC Sabathia?
Yeah.
All right. I love CC Sabathia. He's great. But let me ask you, when you watched CC Sabathia play, did it ever occur to you that you were watching a Hall of Famer? Because it didn't to me. I was watching a really good player, really good pitcher, a guy who won a lot of games for his teams and pitched a lot of big games and got people out and was really good at what he did, but it never occurred to me that I was watching a Hall of Famer.
See, Grubbs and I talked about this before you got here. That when we had that, I had that same argument because that's my barometer. If I have to think about it, if I never thought of them as a Hall of Famer, then if they're retired 5 years, how are they automatically a Hall of Famer now?
Yeah.
I never bought that. And I thought the same way, Rons, about Sabathia until I looked at his stats.
Yeah.
The guy won 260 games in an era, the steroid era, the long ball era, the lively ball, and he won 260 games. I mean, I never thought of him as one.
I mean, he checks all the boxes. And I mean, don't get the wrong idea. Just because I'd never thought of him as one doesn't mean I got some kind of problem with this, because I don't, because he checks all the boxes. He went out there, he gave you innings every single time. He pitched big games. He won big games. He got a lot of tough outs. He got strikeouts. I mean, he did anything you would want a pitcher to do, and I don't see how anybody could possibly have a problem with him in the Hall of Fame.
No, I got no problem at all. Big game pitcher, and he always kind of conducted himself kind of a cool way. He's kind of a cool cat out there. And,
yeah.
And I mean, he's a kind of a character, big guy.
Everything I ever heard about him indicates that he's also a hell of a guy.
That's what I was going to say, that too. But I never thought of him as one, but when you examine it, he's one. And the next guy we're going to talk about, Billy Wagner, just apply the same thing. Because like you, I'd never thought about him as a Hall of Famer. Great guy. I wanted him on my team. Game on the line. I want him coming in the ninth inning. But I never thought of him as a Hall of Famer. But then I looked at his stats.
Yeah, that's the thing about closers, especially closers who are active, like when we see them in the moment during their career, you don't really think of closers as Hall of Famers, but then they start piling up saves. They start piling up years. You see them time and again get big outs in big games in big situations. And those things add up. Now, would I have thought to nominate Billy Wagner for the Hall of Fame ballot? I probably wouldn't have.
No, I wouldn't have either. And used to remember the magic number of 300 saves because nobody had ever done it. And I used to say, well, he didn't have 300 saves. Well, pretty soon everybody had 300 saves. And I said, well, 400. Well, Billy Wagner's got 400.
Yeah.
So
Billy Wagner's got 400.
I mean, he's exceeded every level that I, as a voter, would put out there.
Yeah.
And
again, he checks all the boxes.
I hate this Hall of Fame class. There's nothing to argue about. 3 no-brainers.
Well, next year's Hall of Fame class is going to be pretty spare. You might have Andrew Jones and Carlos Beltran make it in from this year's ballot, but next year.
Do you have the balloting over there?
Not the full one, but
how bad did they miss? I forgot
I think they were within 10 to 15% each.
That's
somewhere
not
around
close.
there.
10's not close, is it, Ryan?
But they've both been building pretty good momentum.
65, is that close?
I might be wrong on the numbers, but they were close enough that it sounds like, every indication, based on past voting is that they're pretty much going to get in next year.
Yeah.
Especially with the ballot kind of opening up more, because next year all the 2 best players coming on are going to be Cole Hamels and Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun pretty much isn't going to make it in because of steroids, and then Cole Hamels just didn't have the numbers accumulated to really do much more.
He didn't?
To make it in. It was really, really good, but not overall not long enough from what it looks like on the stats.
I haven't looked at him yet.
He'll definitely get, good voting representation, just doesn't
And see,
look
I'm going
like
to
he
hate
would get in the
years
Hall of
like
Fame.
that, because there were 3 no-brainers this year.
Yeah.
And so no spares, wandered in. But next
You
year.
like arguing. Maybe next year
I
there'll
know.
be arguments.
I know. I'd bitch if you'd hung me with a new rope, But
there he is, folks.
A hammer.
It's masterful bon mots like that have put him where he is.
But I want to be booked a year from now, groups.
Oh, yeah.
Where I can argue next year with this. Because if they put Andrew Jones in, I'm sorry. Let's blow the place up.
Damn.
You don't think Andrew Jones
No, I
belongs?
don't, and I hope you don't either.
I definitely do.
Oh, God. I lost my hat.
Keep it off.
Lost my hat. No, he's not a Hall of he's the ultimate guy that we looked up and never thought of as a Hall of Famer.
No. I kind of did think of him as a Hall of Famer because he was the best defensive center fielder of his time.
No question. That gets you in? How come Mark Belanger's not in? He was the best defensive shortstop.
Because Mark Belanger couldn't hit. Andrew Jones can hit. He could hit. He's.
But his career just died in the end. The last 3 years,
Okay, maybe he stayed a little too long at the fair. Are we gonna penalize people for that?
Then did he play long enough? If you subtract those last 3 or 4 years,
I mean, he won what?
why
10
are we
gold
arguing
gloves
about
or
this now?
something
We got a whole year.
Yeah, package.
Yeah,
We might need to package this for a year.
There you go.
yeah. I mean, he's got a shitload of gold gloves.
Oh, I'm not going to
He was
argue.
the perpetual Gold Glove outfielder.
I've got no argument against that. I just don't think he was a Hall of Famer. I don't think he was a real good teammate either. A lot of people have some weird things to say about him.
well, I'm gonna
And
have
he's
to
got a
dig in
couple
on.
accusations in his past too.
Huh?
Couple domestic violence type situations.
Oh, he's got Dom Vine as
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. So that's.
I
probably
wasn't
not
going to bring that
helping.
up because I don't hold that against them people. I don't hold it. Well, yeah, I do.
Well-
Let me back that up. But on voting
Boy, that
something
might
like
be the quickest flip flop ever.
well, you can't say
That might
I can't
that might
say
be the quickest. Oh shit! What did I just say ever?
I can't get away with that stuff anymore. I used to, but can't do it anymore.
So he wants to be back next year.
No, I'm just saying I don't like to hold off the field stuff against some of these people.
Fair enough.
I mean, my gosh, look what they've done to Joe Jackson forever. Shoeless Joe. That's
Well, I think to get to the Hall of Fame, though, you got to take everything about the guy into account. And if that means there are going to be some marks against Andrew Jones, and he might not make it for a few years on account of that. Well, it's the way it goes.
Yeah, they have a character clause.
Yeah.
NFL doesn't. That's why OJ's still in there.
Yeah.
He killed Bill Walsh.
Had Carlos Beltran, man.
Great player.
Yeah, but all that time I thought I was just watching a good player. You know? But he played forever. He was a part of some good teams, and I don't know. I'm going to have to look into him a little bit more, too. I'm not sure where I sit on him.
We'll talk about him next year. You have a whole year to learn about him.
I do. That's the neat thing about it.
And the good thing about it, he's not going to add to his stats. So you're not going to have to refigure anything.
No. All right, so there's a little Hall of Fame chit-chat for you all. What else we got, Shoopy?
We got some more items, but Psycho Dave has kind of just been sitting there because we're talking sports, and I love him to death, but sports is not necessarily his
No, it's not
main
my
talking
thing.
point. Yeah, it's
No,
not your
not
it's
very
your
good
bit.
at talking sports.
So
What's your
let's,
thing,
visit with
Psycho
him.
Dave?
My thing, at this point, I've kind of got myself into gardening at this point.
Hell yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, gardening.
Yeah. I
I
got
was gonna
into
say,
that.
Shoopy's
You
gotten
want-
into gardening and stuff too.
Are you a pot farmer?
Yeah, you
No,
going
I haven't
pot?
done that yet. Although being a part of the Herb Society, that's the first thing people will ask you about is smoking pot.
Are you part of the Earth Society?
The Herb Society.
Oh, the Herb
Fort
Society.
Worth Herb Society, yes.
Okay, I thought.
Okay,
I
now
thought you
what
said
is
the Earth
this?
Society.
What's the Fort Worth Herb Society?
They just talk about different herbs, different plants that have medicinal or whatever, or cooking value, culinary value.
So you
Yeah.
have a garden and you grow spices.
Yes, I do.
That's cool.
I grow basil.
That is
I like to grow
cool.
basil.
That's really
That's
neat.
one of them. And I've got rosemary growing.
What was that?
How about squash?
I haven't grown squash. That's not one of them.
Okay.
I've grown peppers,
Hey.
jalapeno peppers.
Something to be said for those.
Yeah, I enjoy those things. If
Do you
like
have a
spicy-
tiller?
I do not.
So do you have like a mule or something that you plow with?
No, I have a handheld tiller that I'll use sometimes, but I really just use compost and mulch and let it just.
You know,
take care
I
of
was going to be
itself.
a gardener like that too.
Yeah.
But I'm left-handed and I can never find a left-handed plow. You know, they're all right-handed.
That could be a problem, I guess.
Well, that's neat that you did. How'd you get into that?
It was whenever I started the current place that I work with a guy that's into gardening or is a gardener, and I wanted a house plant, and he kind of taught me how to grow that, and it went from there. I just got obsessed with it. That's how my life works. That's the same way radio worked for me. Is I've got obsessed with it and went for it.
And look where it left you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Okay, now how is the North Texas climate for growing?
Here, it's pretty good. I mean, it's gotta be able to be heat tolerant, but that's the biggest problem. Because the 100-degree temperatures will burn things up pretty quickly.
So what's the biggest challenge for?
There's really no challenge. You just have to try to really pick plants that you know what they're going to do. Some plants will, if you can keep them out of the sun and put them in the shade, they can tolerate the heat a little bit better.
Like a mushroom?
A mushroom?
Like a fun-
I don't know. I've never tried to grow those. Those kind of grow naturally, but
and
once
neither
you
have I.
want to eat, you'll eat them one time. That's about it.
I won't.
You don't like mushrooms at all?
Not really.
Oh,
Not really.
I understand
It's
that.
kind of like eating frozen snot.
I like them on a burger. I'm very picky about them, but that's it.
There's something about the texture.
Yeah.
I kind of take them or leave them. You know, they work on some things and don't on others. You know,
I understand that.
that's just me though.
Are mushrooms really that great?
I don't think they are.
Okay.
I think that's a valid question.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, I'm not against them. I'm not for them, but they're definitely worth the discussion of whether or not they are that great.
When you get
They're
right down
really
to it,
all that.
when you get right down to it, they don't have much of a taste to them.
Yeah, and
Great about them. They absorb everything they're cooked in.
Why not eat a sponge?
They are a sponge, and then they kind of become this
can people hear this?
flavor bomb.
Oh yeah,
They can hear you now.
I've just never been a fan of it. And plus the way they look, and when you buy them in a store and they still got the dirt on them and everything. No.
See, I think that's what draws people to them.
The dirt?
Yeah, I think the dirt draws people to them.
The dirt.
People look at mushrooms and they think, boy, now here is real something that's really of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
With the
And
dirt on it.
they're drawn to that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know? I could be wrong.
I've never understood why they don't wash those. You know, you buy some tomatoes and they don't have a bunch of dirt on them, but you buy mushrooms and they're full of dirt.
Because mushrooms are sponges and then they're waterlogged. And you don't want waterlogged. So actually the way you clean them at home is with a paper towel and you just like brush them and it takes all the dirt off.
Why should you have to clean your food? It should be
Do you
done
not wash
for
your
you.
vegetables right now?
Do
you
I?
not rinse your fruit and vegetables?
You know, if I got a tomato, I may run it under some water or something, but you know, it's not like I get bleach out or anything.
Well, you don't get bleach out for your mushrooms either.
Oh my.
No, that's why you don't
Oh,
like
my.
mushrooms. You don't like that bleach
problem.
taste.
Hey, when we lived in Spain, we used to have to, if we ever bought like vegetables, which they had a lot in Spain, we always had to, my mother had to soak those in some kind of a bleach compound because they used human fertilizer over there.
Yeah.
As in
Seriously.
manure?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Human crap.
That's why we get E. coli. That's
Yeah.
why you should be rinsing your everything,
Yeah.
including lettuce.
My mother was freaked out about that in 1966. She was freaked out about that
I'm
human
freaked out about that right now.
fertilizer in
And
1966.
trust me, there's a whole lot of people who don't wash their hands, especially when they work in the fields all day. Think about that when you take your fruit and vegetables home. You better be washing.
Like I said,
everything.
I've never gone from the bin to the mouth. But you know, I might just roll it, you know, under the, you know, just some running water. Like I said, I don't get a brush out or anything. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, am I grossing myself out?
No.
I now feel like I need to go home and get out all my tomatoes and
Start cleaning?
get me a scrub brush and get a wire brush
Yeah,
out.
you need to get you a wire brush and some Babo. Give me get those things taken care of.
But if you do, get video
Give
of
me
it.
some Babo soap
We'll
after
post
all
it.
God, I've got a lot of potatoes too. Man, that's gonna take a long time to clean all those.
Should I do this now, Shoopy?
Yes.
Go for it.
Do something.
Should? Okay. I have to
Commerce.
talk to the masses out there about what we're doing here and why we're doing it and all that stuff. If you like what we're doing or you don't like what we're doing, we would love to know about it either way. And you can reach us via chat under the community tab on the Patreon page. That would be patreon.com/yourdarkcompanion. Or if you don't want to do that, we are all over social media. We're on Instagram and TikTok, assuming TikTok's working. We
still
are
works.
at Your Dark Companion. Yeah, you say it is. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Trump will save it.
Yeah, he will. He will because he's TikTok's champion. You know, if he
Today.
were not elected, TikTok would be gone still, and it would be coming back.
He started to getting rid of them.
I was going to say, didn't he want to get rid of it?
Okay, well he's changed.
People can change.
He's seen the greatness of TikTok.
Hey, the young people liked him, so he's got to keep TikTok. That's what he said.
On Facebook, we are just plain old Your Dark Companion. On X, we are at YDC_DFW. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're out here on Patreon, Spotify, and now catch special episodes of YDC and What's on Mike's Mind on YouTube. There, you will find us at the Old Gray Wolf 16. And that is all one word, the Old Gray Wolf, gray with an E, 16 at the end. And that's where you will find us on whatever it was I was talking about there.
Do you take suggestions on what's on Mike's mind every week? Do you take suggestions?
I take anything.
Okay.
Have you got suggestions?
Sometimes I do, and you know, I didn't know if you took suggestions or not. But if you do now, I may send you one.
When have I never taken a suggestion from you?
You never. You've always taken them. You've always taken them.
And I always will,
saying,
Greggo.
but I don't want to bother you. So
You're not
a
bothering
couple of times I just think, man, I wonder what Mike would think about that.
Nobody bothers
I'm not
me
saying
these
that to be a
days.
wise guy. I'm really serious. Because a lot of people will attack me and go, hey, what does Rhyner think? They never want to know what I think about it. They want to know what you think about it.
That's funny because everybody I talk to wants to know what you think
No,
about
that's
something.
not true.
No, it is true.
That's not true.
It is true. I just tell him, hey, he's out there. Why don't you ask him?
Anyway.
So, Psycho Dave, what are you doing with yourself these days, son?
Just the gardening, and I work over at Salem, which has made pretty big news these days, with KLTY selling. And I work in the network operations. They have a big radio network that I work in, and I do that from 5 a.m. to 1. And then I go home and I get myself into whatever I can find to do. Maybe some beer drinking.
Now, see,
yeah,
this is how out of the radio loop I am these days. If I were in the game, I made it a point to know what was up with everybody when I was in the game. And I would have known about them selling KLTY. This is news to me.
They sold it
they
cheap,
sold it.
too.
Yeah,
They sold it cheap.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. I think it was like $80 million is what they sold it for.
That signal
Yeah.
for that.
That big, fat, middle of the FM dial signal for that.
94.9, yes.
I guarantee you somebody could have bought that for 80 million and flipped it for 85 the next week. And I don't
Well, that's
it's
the funny thing
it's a weird sale. Read into it, Rons. It's a weird sale.
Well, they play Christian music, and the people that they sold it to are going to play Christian music. I don't know what they'll do about jocks or not, but probably nothing. I guess it'll become a Jack FM of Christian music.
Did they have jocks on KLTY?
Until January 31st.
And what happened then?
They're gone. They've already been fired. We're out.
And they could be jockeying because a lot of people are still scared on this Soros deal about what he's going to do. You know, he bought all them AM stations, and now he's, making big, he's either going to shut them down or just go super liberal.
Soros?
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
George Soros, the big Democratic, I don't even know what to call him. He's a billionaire, and he
bought a bunch of AM stations.
Oh yeah, and they
here in town, a bunch of AM stations here in town or everywhere.
Like 300 AM stations.
Oh, really?
Because they were Odyssey stations, if I remember.
What they're trying to do is cut into the because the conservatives have a pretty much a stronghold on the AM stations,
right? And
so he's trying to buy that and either shut them down or go liberal. Well, they've tried liberal before, and that never worked. That Air America. And so that's the only thing I'm thinking of is that they're trying to hide their Christian music before George Soros comes after it.
Wow. Maybe on the last day before he takes over, they'll do nothing but roll the most devilish metal that they possibly can.
And the last song played DOA by Blood Rock.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, I haven't thought of that song in years.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh, you never heard it?
You never heard
We'll find out.
DOA?
Lying here looking at the ceiling?
Oh man.
Someone lied a sheet across my chest. His arm was gone.
8.5 minute song, huh?
Huh?
8.5 minute song.
Yes, 8.5 minute song. And back in the day, it was a huge, huge AM radio hit.
Did they play this on the Zoo?
Yes.
No.
Before I remember.
These guys are from Fort Worth, too.
We were flying low and hit something in the air. Wasn't John Nitzinger in this band?
I think he was, but I don't think he was in on this. But I know he's got some connection with those guys.
And there was a big controversy because they played sirens on this song, and you couldn't do that on the radio back then. Seriously. This is one of the creepiest songs of all time.
Oh, it is. It is.
And I guess we need to explain what it is. It's about a plane crash. Listen to this deviltry.
God. Well, that's some dramatic singing, too.
Gee. I'm just excited for Blood Rock to get a big royalty check from Dallas randomly. Like, wait, what?
We were flying low. Hit something in the air.
But you have no idea what a huge hit this was.
Oh,
I don't know if it was a national hit. It probably was.
it was regional though.
But yeah, it was a huge regional hit. And it lasted 8 minutes and 25 seconds or something like that.
8:30.
And
Damn, it reached number 36 on the Billboard chart.
yeah.
Hey, I saw them play at Spencer's Corner.
I saw them open for Grand Funk.
I bet that was a good show.
No, it wasn't. It was not. It was not. I was just too stupid to realize it at the time.
But yeah, this song, it just freaked everybody out, man. And everybody, what year did it come out? Like
1970?
Yeah. So I was like 10 years old. And everybody at school knew the words. Everybody. This is before drum machine.
I haven't heard this forever. I've heard all these parts that I kind of remember, but not really.
I just always remember those just violent lyrics.
And that dramatic singing. All right, you got another item over there for us, Shoopy?
Oh, hell, the Cowboys might be hiring Brian Schottenheimer. Right? How do we feel about that, boys?
Why are we sighing? Why are we having to collect our thoughts about the Cowboys holding it? We should be immediately jumping all over this, and both of us are over here going, well.
Because it's just no use.
I know.
And it becomes exhausting.
I know.
I mean, this is the Dallas Football Cowboys. This is the most valuable sports franchise in the world, or at least in this great land of ours, if not the world. This is a franchise that is supposed to have the best and brightest of everything. And yet it's being run like I don't know what. This has been the weirdest Cowboy year ever. If you want to talk about just flat out weird and flat out things that are done that don't make any kind of sense at all, this year tops it. This year tops it all, and not by just a little bit. And I mean, I don't know who the top coach out there on the market is. Maybe it's that Ben Johnson that the Bears wound up getting. I don't know. He's never been a head coach before. But if they wanted to go out there and get somebody with cred, they could get him. If they think Ben Johnson is the answer to all that, they could get him. But you know what? Anybody with cred, and Ben Johnson's probably going to want to come in here, and they're going to want things done their way. And things are not done their way here because they are the Dallas Football Cowboys. Will tell you that they are all in. And then when Derrick Henry is sitting out there on the open market begging them to sign him because he lives here and it'd be the coolest thing that ever happened to him to play for the Cowboys, they look at him and say, nah, you're over the hill, man. You've had it. So what happens? He goes to the Ravens and destroys the league this year. But they could have had him, but no. There is just nothing about it that makes any kind of sense. Maybe Brian Schottenheimer is going to turn out to be a really good coach. I don't know. You know, he's got a real nice coaching pedigree, for whatever's that worth. His dad has got a few skins on the wall. And he seems to be pretty well thought of in the game, but this is the Dallas Football Cowboys. They're supposed to be able to do better than this. And the runner-up is Kellen Moore. Name one thing about Kellen Moore that says head coach. I don't doubt that he's got a great football mind and everything, that he's really smart, good offensive coordinator. We know that. Mm-hmm. But what about him says head coach?
Perfect timing.
Oh, is this yard day?
Nothing does. And the thing that it's just, you had a perfect term a minute ago, Ron, exhausting.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I can't come on here and say and add one thing that I haven't said 100 times. Not one thing. Because it's the same deal. Now, can Brian Schottenheimer come here and win a Super Bowl? Yeah, he can. I mean, the Cowboys have got some talent. Things go right. Weird things happen. Ball bounce here. Everybody stays healthy. Can he win that? Yeah, he can.
I disagree.
But can he lose one? Can he be exposed?
I don't think he can even get to one.
Hey, but there's a chance.
No, there's not.
You don't think
there's not a chance.
Maybe you've fallen farther than I have then.
I think I have.
Because, I'm just saying that it doesn't matter. They're all the same person. And it does say something to me that, the supposed, and I always get a kick out of these, hot coordinators, the Matt Nagy's of the world, that they give 100 chances and they never amount to anything. And so apparently it's Johnson and Aaron Glenn. Cowboys didn't even talk to him, didn't even interview him. And they're supposed to be the top, and you're not going to interview the top guys. And I ask you this, if the Cowboys pass on Brian Schottenheimer, is he going to get one other interview for a head coaching job?
He might not. I don't know. It's just that the Cowboys ought to be able to do better than this. The Cowboys are able to do better than this, but you know what? They just don't want to.
I would just like to know, because I don't think Jerry's stupid. I think Jerry's one of the most brilliant businessmen this country's ever produced. I really do. And I still think that. But what is preventing him? I just think it's just ego that he cannot get. I think it's nothing but ego, that he just cannot admit that there's another way and it's not the Jerry way. And he's just going to, as long as the Cowboys are worth $10 billion and worth $5 billion more than the next one, he's just going to keep going and thinking he's going to hit that magic recipe, get that magic coach.
Yeah.
And just like 92,
Well, now, there is one hook to this that's supposed to draw the fan base in. And that is that if Brian Schottenheimer does wind up getting the job, and that does seem to be the way the wind's blowing, he's the only guy you hear about out there these days that is in the picture for this thing. What he's going to do is bring Jason Witten in as some sort of assistant. Now, I don't know what exactly the plan is for Jason Witten to do.
I think I've seen possibly offensive coordinator, but pretty much a head coach in waiting is what it really amounts to.
Okay. They tried that once. I mean, they did that to Wade Phillips with Jason Garrett. Jerry hired him and says, well, you're going to be that, but not yet. And so then here's Bum Phillips trying to coach the team with his, successor right there breathing down his neck.
And Brian Schottenheimer is an offensive guy. I would think that he's going to want to be his own offensive coordinator, that he's going to want to call the plays himself.
Well, remember, he had that this year, but he didn't have call. McCarthy called the plays. He was an offensive coordinator this year without play calling duties.
Yeah. Well, okay, now he'll get a chance to do that.
Maybe, unless Jerry says no.
Yeah, maybe. That's right. There's a maybe to everything we're saying here. But yeah, he's going to bring Jason Witten in to do something. Maybe offensive coordinator, maybe something else. I don't know. This is all very, very vague, and it hasn't happened yet. I have no idea when it's going to be coming down, but this is the way the wind's blowing right now. Could it change? Sure.
Can he drag this out to the Super Bowl? Because that's what Jerry's wanting to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He can drag it out as long as he wants.
You think he can go another 2
Oh,
weeks?
yeah. Sure he can. Sure he can. He can do anything he wants when it comes to dragging shit out, you know?
But
He
the
can, go
second,
he can go another 2 months if he wants to.
Yeah.
He can wait till time for the draft.
wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, he can drag it out as long as he wants. I don't see what good it's going to do him because, you know, sooner or later they're going to have to get into free agency. And if I'm a coach, I'm going to kind of want a little input into what I want in here, the kind of guy that I want in here. So, I don't know. It's just such a mess. And it's so weird. It's almost like the way they're running the team this year, the way they went about their business, it's almost like, and this is going to sound crazy, it's almost like they're getting ready to sell it.
It does have all the earmarkings of that, but
it does.
But that's preposterous.
Yeah, it is preposterous, and I'm just grabbing at straws here to figure out why things are the way they are. And the only thing I can come up with is that they're trying to do whatever they have to do, and I have no idea what that might be because I've never been involved in anything like this before, and I never will be. But it's like they're trying to get ready to sell it to somebody.
Rhines has had this theory for about 3 months at least, so something in it hasn't swayed him from it.
No,
I'm very intrigued.
Well,
it's just that the weirdness has kept going, you know?
Well, you're about to see a big influx of a lot of money, venture capitalist money that's going to start mysteriously appearing in the NFL. Because now it ain't good for these billionaires to own these super yachts. That's not good enough. You know what they got to own now? NFL teams.
Yeah.
Billionaires got to own an NFL team. You got to own one. And if you've got one, buddy, you don't know what you're sitting on. The Cincinnati Bengals, they have no idea what they're sitting on. You know?
Yeah.
The Cardinals, they have no idea. You know, it may say their team's worth $1 billion. Put it on the open market and let some Saudi money get in there.
Yeah.
Do that and find out how much money that's worth. And then you start talking about the Dallas Cowboys that are already worth $11 billion.
I don't know. The only thing I can figure is maybe he's thinking about dangling it out there and just
see. I didn't think Jerry had a price. I didn't think there was a price for him.
I didn't think he did either, but
I didn't think Mark Cuban had one either.
Yeah, I didn't think Jerry had a price. I'm still not sure that he does, but as you try to connect all the dots as far as the way this team is conducting its business goes and the way that he's acting and just the way things are carried on out there these days, man, that's the only thing I can come up with.
Hey, the rules of business are about to change like you've never seen before in your life. There's a reason Jerry Jones wrote a check to Trump for $1 million for his inauguration.
Like we've never seen before.
Let's have a little bit more of that.
Oh,
let's have some more of that Trump.
It's not that good.
But you're about to see a big influx of money that's going to come in, and the way business is done. And I don't know. I always thought that it was going to be a Jones venture forever. It was going to go to Stephen.
That's what I thought too.
To the rest of them, but maybe the money is just so incredible. I mean, I have no idea because I'm no financial guy at all. But what if Jerry just said, you know what? You want the Dallas Cowboys $20 billion. And somebody like, I don't know, that new AI guy or Elon Musk goes, okay, I'm in.
You know what? If he did, the line would form to the left.
It would, because it's the NFL teams are the new super yachts. All the billionaires have to have one. You think Jeff Bezos isn't bitter he didn't buy the Redskins?
The line would form to the left, and it would not be a short one.
So I don't think that's crazy at all thinking, because Jerry He wants to be known as a football guy. He's going to be known as a football guy, but right down to it, when you cut him in two, he's a business guy.
But he's not going to be known as the kind of football guy he wants to be known as.
No, but he's still going to have those 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he's
always going to be able to have that.
That's right.
See, Jerry's got so many arguments. He can shut down every argument. You say, well, you don't know what you're doing. Oh, really? I bought this for $140 million and it's worth $11 billion now. Well, you didn't win. Really? I won 3 Super Bowls. How many other owners have done that? He's got shut down arguments on everything. And as long as you've got that and the kind of power that he does, the NFL power, and he's got political power too. Don't kid yourself. And he how can you convince him? You know, it'd be hard to convince Jerry Jones that the color black is actually white. You can't do that.
No. One other item I wanted to get into, we got to get out of here in just a little bit because people got things to do, places to go, and all that. But the new president of this great land of ours is in the business of pardoning people. And he pardoned a very controversial figure that we spent a lot of time back in the day talking about because I got so eaten up with this story. But he has pardoned Ross Ulbricht.
God, I can't believe he did that.
For those who may not remember, Ross Ulbricht is the guy who did the Silk Road. The Silk Road was a website that he founded, which was an internet market where you could get anything. Any kind of illegal, illicit drug, you could get it. You want weapons, you could get them. Anything you wanted that you couldn't just walk down the street and buy.
A horse?
Horse. Or horse.
Yes, anything you wanted that you couldn't just walk down the street and buy was available on the Silk Road.
He created the dark web.
Yes.
That was the genesis of the dark web.
Yes. That was the first time I ever heard about the dark web. Rolling Stone did a big story laying this all out back in the day. And that's
the Matt Taibbi. Was it Matt Taibbi that wrote that one? Because he wrote on this too for Rolling Stone. Anyway, I don't want to bog you down.
It might have been him. I can't remember who did it, but it was a big story. And once I started reading it, I just couldn't stop. And I really got into it because it just sounded so crazy that you can go on this thing called the dark web where I guess you can't be tracked. You can go about whatever business you're doing there and nobody will ever know. And you could get anything you wanted. And you could do it. You had to do it with Bitcoin. And I think this is the first time I ever heard of Bitcoin, too. A lot of firsts here for me.
Oh, man.
This is a big story. But Ross Ulbricht is going to get out of jail now. Anybody got a problem with that?
Yeah, I've got a problem. No, tell how many people this guy killed or had killed or was responsible for, or how many people that he killed with drugs. Yeah, I got a hell of a problem with it. Do you?
I probably should.
But you don't.
But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. For one thing, I'm going to have to go back, and I'm going to do this today. I'm going to find that Rolling Stone article about the Silk Road and read it again because it's been, 4 or 5 years? I mean, hell, longer than that. More like probably 8 or 10 years.
It looks like about 10 years, 2014.
I think it's 14.
Looks like David Kushner wrote it.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to go back and get that article and read it all again. But I remember I was just reading it at the time and just going, wow, really?
It's incredible.
You mean somebody can actually do this?
Yeah. It's real weird that you did that because when all that was going on with the Bitcoin, did I ever tell you the story about my Bitcoin buying?
No.
I was in rehab. Everything goes back to rehab with me. Did I tell that, Ashley?
Not on here, but you told it.
Oh, okay. And this guy just kept.
Well, if he hadn't told it on here, where's he told it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, where did I tell it? I didn't. But anyway, I was
Go ahead, tell it.
I was in rehab, and this guy just kept bugging me. You got to buy Bitcoin. You have to buy Bitcoin. You have to buy Bitcoin. And he just kept on and on and on. And he gave me this info, and it sounded kind of good, but I knew it was a scam. I knew it was a scam. And so I got out, and one of his buddies called me, and he goes, "Do you want to buy this? Because I have 3 available." And apparently, when you back then, it was hard to get multiples. You could buy one, but you couldn't buy multiples.
Yeah.
He goes, "I've got 3." And they were $950 each.
Whoa.
So $3,000. And I thought, man, I'm about to be fired probably. I probably don't need to invest this. All right, go ahead. I'll have the 3. And I've kept them.
What are they worth now?
$105,000 each.
Where were you working? Were you at a radio station?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
What radio station?
No, it was right when I got finished with the fan.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
it was 14.
That's what we're trying to get out of you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sitting here thinking how close I came to not buying those.
Do you consider it a good investment?
Yeah, pretty much. $3,000 and it's worth $300,000 now. Yeah, pretty good.
Did all right there.
But
well played.
The bottom could fall out before I get out of here, and I fear that every day.
Well, why don't you get out? Sell them.
I don't know. It would. I can't. I can't sell just one
Why?
because this is so complicated that I don't even understand it. I mean, I could, but it devalues them because I can sell them as a try.
All right.
Don't ask me how to explain
All right,
it.
you sell one. Can't you sell the other 2 as a buy?
Yeah, I heard Buzz way to go, but it's just they've got me convinced that I can't say that it's sell them all or sell none.
Who's
Don't
they?
break them up. Don't make me get into this because I really don't understand all of this. I really don't. I've got the certificate.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
you
own
got-
it. I
you got-
own it, and it was one of those lucky deals. It was just absolutely that some heroin addict got me to buy Bitcoin, and it worked out. Now I don't understand I don't understand how it works. I don't understand how that investment, just suddenly grew. I don't understand any of it.
Do they lose value?
It hadn't yet.
Oh,
It did.
okay.
It dipped for a while because I almost got out when it hit 50,000.
Whoa.
Oh man, I almost got out. I mean, I almost clipped out then. Matter of fact, I did the paperwork, and then I said, "Screw it, I'm riding it out."
What kind of paperwork do you have to do?
It's SEC stuff, and
really?
it's not even SEC, but it's based on. See, this is not U.S. current. You're making me explain something I don't understand. I don't understand it, Ryan. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You
You
just
ever
want the
been
money from it.
interested in anything like that, Psycho?
I'm interested in that. I've had my interest. I invest in it. There's an app called Stash that I invest in, but it's not. It's in the stock market.
Stash.
Yeah, it's
What
just
kind of
a
app
stock-
is that?
It's a stock market thing. You
Just
can
a
get
little box.
ETFs or whatever if you want.
You know about Stash?
No, not at all. Not at
I
all.
just do it for
Well,
the
you're
heck of
acting
it.
like
My-
you're familiar with it.
My days of stash are over.
Yeah, my days of hash are over too. Damn.
Did you enjoy them? The hash.
Man.
But anyway, I didn't want to bog that
I had
down.
my time.
I didn't want
That's
to bog
good.
that down, Ryan's, with my stupid Bitcoin story.
Well, there's no bogging down around here. You didn't bog it down at all. Did he, Shoopy?
You can't bog down what that can't be bogged down.
That's right.
Okay, thanks.
Well, like I said, I get nervous on these podcasts, and sometimes
Podcast.
I talk about things I don't really know, and I have no business talking about Bitcoin because I don't understand them.
So you're still nervous as long as it's been going?
Yeah, I'm nervous now. I'm back to nervous.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
back to nervous.
Yeah,
Back to nervous.
I'm nervous too.
Me too.
I'm fine.
Yeah. I need a nap. We're done.
This is it?
Yeah, that's
I can't believe. Okay,
This is it. We got an hour.
Okay, I've got buddies, and the last thing they told me, one of buddies, they're like your disciples. They love you, and the last thing they said is before I went in there, because we had breakfast this morning. Don't F things up. That's what they told me. They're so freaked out that I'm going to F things up again. That's what they said.
Do you think you did?
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I F things up today. I wish I hadn't brought up the Bitcoin.
Why?
Well, because
you did bring it up. I did.
It's incomplete. I don't
I'm the one who
understand
brought it up.
And
You just jumped in.
and I confused you with it, and I made it sound like I don't know what I'm talking about.
You didn't confuse me. The whole thing confuses me.
And people are going to accuse me of bragging because I've got Bitcoin now, and I just wish I could go back, and we can't go back.
No, you can't go back.
So I'm just going to be nervous.
We'll erase the show. Besides
All
the
the
goatee.
herbs I'm growing right now. I've got basil. Let's see. I've got rosemary. I think those are the.
I've had rosemary.
Yeah, I think that's the
She
only
had a
two
baby.
herbs I've got. No, I take that back. There's one called comfrey that I'm growing, and comfrey is really good for like poison ivy and stuff like that. Turk's cap, I've got that growing. I've got a whole laundry room of plants, like 50 potted plants in there. One called almond verbena. It's not really an herb, but it smells really good if you hit it just right, and it attracts bees. And let's see, what else do I have? I've got I've got so much. I've got almond verbena. I've got a plant called bloodleaf. It's just red leaves, kind of with black marks. It's really pretty. And I've got some cyclamen in the garden that I'm growing. Dianthus. I don't know how many plants.
You have any normal food like tomatoes or potatoes or anything?
I grew tomatoes one time. I haven't tried that very often. And it took over the whole garden because I didn't really try to control it with the cage or anything. I just let it grow. I like doing that kind of crap.
Now, what's your end game for all these exotic plants and animals
I
that you're
have none.
talking about?
I have none. It's just a hobby. It's just fun for me. There's no... Well, when radio kicks my ass out, I want to try working at a nursery.
You think it's about to kick your ass out?
Any day.
It is radio.
It is radio any day.
You know what?
I
I
don't know.
want some of your spices. You're
Okay,
gonna
all right.
get me some. I want some.
I'll give you some basil. That's cool. We can do that.
And when radio kicks you out,
Yeah. I'll be homeless.
the podcast world awaits you, psycho.
Okay. All right. So Stolen Waters Media, I can just send my resume in.
Talk to the chief.
Oh, you're not the chief?
No, I'm not the chief.
Oh. Where do you fall? Just host?
I fall somewhere between
Yeah.
between God and Satan.
I like that. All right.
You definitely covered all the bases there. I'll tell you that.
What are you doing?
I'm marking stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna let that one go.
That's going in the open.
That's why he's the devil.
I could see the eyes light up the minute you said that.
Never goes away.
Have you had regrets about hiring him just yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Whatever.
Not
Right.
yet. But I may be starting.
Every day I come
Because
in,
all
like,
he does
okay,
is
the door still opens.
Way to
all
go,
he does is
Sacco.
sit over there and wait for me to say something that makes me look like a fool,
Uh-huh.
and then I never get to live it down.
Gotten 3 jobs out of it.
That's because he's the devil.
He's the devil.
Well, Psycho, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Thank you for letting me invade your space.
Greggo, as always, you're a
Anytime.
trip, man.
Anytime.
You are a trip. Thanks to you, thanks to Shoopy, Ashley, Mickey, Becca, and you guys on the phones out there for allowing us to invade your personal space. Let's see. Do I need to read this again or anything? That's it? That's it? All right. Well, in that case, Vera Cunha, one and all.
I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.